Nuts? I'm currently at 4K or 4.6K filmed to this video.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Longport for the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. This event started, believe it or not, in 1924. So we are well into our 90th year of these races. The Bill Howarth races, the championships in Ventnor.
Yeah, it was fun. It's fun to get out here and still get involved, even though I'm retired. Used to be on Sea Isles Beach Patrol.
And by the way, I am surrounded by dragons, as this is definitely a Drexel University production. I'd like to give a shout out to their crew team and Coach Paul Savell, and to all the crew teams and swimming teams in the area, college and high school, who produce such great athletes, many of whom go on to be lifeguards. And there we see the judges. Judges stand right there. That is at the start-finish line for the doubles and the singles tonight. So they will start-finish line for the doubles and the singles tonight. So they will leave it out there for the start. Then they will take it back, take it out of the ocean, try to remove as many obstructions as possible. Because remember, rowing is one of the few sports where you have no idea which way you're going because you're not looking.
Yeah, that's right. Always got your back to where you're going. Luckily, in regular crew, you got somebody for some of the boats steering for you, so at least that's something that you don't have to worry about. But here is not the case. So we got doubles coming up first. We got 15 crews tonight. So we'll just go through the lanes really quick. So starting off in lane 1, the reigning champions, Longport. And then we got Margate in lane 2. We got AC, Atlantic City in lane 3. We got Wildwood in 4. Brigantine in 5. Cape May Point in 6. We got Avalon in 7. You see that nice shot of Longport and their doubles crew getting ready. They have Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy. They've been, really taking the lead here with their standings with the past races. So we got Avalon in lane 7. Lane 8 we got Upper Township. Lane 9 is Cape May. Lane 10 is Stone Harbor. 11 is North Wildwood. Ocean City's in lane 12. 13 is Ventnor. 14 we got Sea Isle City. And 15 we got Wildwood Crest.
And we just received the 2-minute warning, so we have 2 minutes before the start of the doubles. And it looks like Margate, that looks like the legendary Chuck Gowdy might be rowing tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it. We got the...
Yeah, he's rowing with Chris Graves, which gives me an opportunity to tell you guys, a lot of these guys are really close friends, even though some of them are on different beach patrols. Here's an interesting story. Chris Graves is a Margate firefighter. So is David Funk. David Funk is a Ventnor rower, and I think 10-time Margate Memorial champion. Numerous times he's won the South Jerseys. And I remember I actually DJ'd an event for a fundraiser for the Margate Fire Department a couple years ago, and Chris and David were both there. They worked the same shift. So that's a nice thing you could probably talk about all winter long, because the only problem I have with the South Jersey lifeguarding season is it's too short. Come on. Labor Day, a couple weeks afterward. But here we go, getting ready for a start.
Yeah, conditions don't look too bad tonight. It's beautiful out. A little hot for my liking, but, I'm sure they're cool in that water.
And by the way, we are tucked away off of the beach in this beautiful Longport headquarters. And there go Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy. Mike is a firefighter during the winter, and Sean is a school teacher and coach.
Past that surf.
And that's a great shot from our drone high above Longport, New Jersey. And there they go. They are going through the first break as we speak.
And yeah, you can see on the south end, that's Sea Isle and Wildwood Crest should be out there in 14 and 15. They look like they got out pretty quickly.
Lane 7, Avalon with a good decent start also. And as we trek back to the north, we'll see how well Longport, Margate, the Northern Beach Patrols are doing. The South Jersey Lifeguard Chiefs consists of 15 beach patrols, primarily Atlantic and Cape May counties. And there goes Longport's longtime doubles crew, Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy.
Yeah, getting through it here. So we were kind of explaining it. So if anybody's tuning in, like new this week, this is a full mile race. So these rowers row half a mile out to a flag, and then they have to turn it and then come back. The way that the wind is going on that certain day, I guess like today it looks like it's going to be a south turn. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but you have to turn a certain way. Everybody's turning the flag one way or the other.
And there is a great shot from our drone going south to north. And you can see up on top, Longport and Margate battling it out. It looks like whoever's in lane 6 also is doing really well.
Mm-hmm. And as you see, we're panning over some more. And
actually, that's lane 7. That's Avalon doing well. And down the southern lanes.
This is Sea Isle and Wildwood Crest. You can see them just like ripping through that water, trying to get as much water on that oar as they can.
And again, panning back to right there. That's Brigantine and Avalon.
Yeah, and you can see a bit more north. That's definitely Margate fighting in that green boat with Longport over there.
We did try to get each beach patrol to paint their boat a certain color to make it easier. And for those of you watching at home, Margate dark green. I think yellow is always Wildwood. Orange is Brigantine. Light blue is Atlantic City. And there's a good shot right there.
That looks like Brigantine. Looks like it's an orange boat in the middle there.
Yeah, that's the brothers crew of Jack and Joey Savell. Doing well right there. Their father was former Margate Memorial champion Paul Savell and current crew coach at Drexel University.
And then you see Margate here. It's hard to tell from this angle, but they look like they're fighting. That's probably, I believe that's Longport. If you looking to the left of them, it looks like they're actually out a little bit of ahead from this angle.
And Chuck Gowdy is an Atlantic City firefighter. So most of these guys in this event you'll see have 2 winter occupations, either school teachers or they're firefighters. And their rotating schedules allow them to actually work the beach. And by the way, some of these firefighters do not get one day off the entire summer. They go right from the beach to the firehouse, and their firehouse days off, they're on the beach. But I'll tell you, a lot of these crews look really good right now.
Yeah, everybody's looking pretty strong. It's looking relatively flat. You can see the boats kind of bobbing a little bit from the weight or the swells, but nothing crazy. Nothing that these crews haven't seen before.
Right, and once again, you want to be out in the lead, because if you turn that flag before another boat that's still going out, it's almost like you're on double time, because you're moving in with the wave at your stern while they're still bouncing around with the wave at their bow. There's a tremendous shot.
Yeah, I believe they just passed the swim flag, which I'm pretty sure I've said this before. It's crazy to me that it's past the singles flag. I can't imagine swimming that far.
And kudos to our drone operators out there. And you'll see from the southern perspective, we get the glare isn't that bad. Actually, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, so it looks like Margate's still holding that lead in front of Margate right now. Or sorry, Longport. You can see it right there. That's a good shot.
And by the way, guys, somebody asked me the question last week, do they talk to one another out there? Most of the time, they do not. They're not conversing with the other boats. Maybe if they get really close, like for instance, they're still in their lane. Even after all this distance, they're still pretty much in their lane because they're going to their own designated flag. But you might hear them say, you pull a right, we'll pull a left, just because you do not want to get tangled up.
Yeah. God forbid you lose an oar. But I mean, typically you have your spare out there. But and then even if on your start, if you have a rough start and you lose a spare, then got to make sure that you don't lose it. Another one in the water out in the middle of the ocean.
Beautiful view. And the only directionals that they're getting, guys, someone on the shore will have a course marker, and they'll lean it north or south in order to tell the crews which way to go. Yeah, we are coming up on the turn. Again, magnificent shot of Absecon Island from Longport all the way up to Atlantic City.
Yeah, we'll see who turns first, and it looks like the top crews right here. You can see the three closest to us, and then it looks like, again, Margate and Longport out there in the northern lanes. You can see the flags are starting to come into the shot.
And we're going to get a great shot of this turn right here, guys.
Here we go. They're just going to hammer out some power strokes and get ready to drop their oars, and then they're going to be turning south, it looks like.
And here we go. You'll see they're dragging their left oar.
All right.
Looks like Margate,
Ventnor and Longport are like right there. And then Sea Isle is right behind them. And then Wildwood Crest. Yeah, you can see in that shot, you see they're dragging their oars in the water so that they can get a nice turn. Keep it controlled, keep it strong. You take your I take my foot out of my my foot stretcher and put it on like the side of the boat to give me more leverage, because you want to like really pull hard.
That's a great point, Natalie. Yeah, you want to get that boat around as quickly as possible. Sometimes you can make up a full boat length, sometimes even more, if the other crews are not as quick around the flag as you are.
Yeah, it looks like Ventnor and Sea Isle right here. I'm really excited about Sea Isle. I know they've been Pat and Danny have been working really hard this year, so it's great to see my my crew out there.
That's a great shot. A Longport working a little swell right now. And there goes Margate. And again, as far as the northern lanes, they're 1-2, with Margate out in the lead a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that they're starting to pick up their stroke rate once they get on that swell a little bit to give them that boost. It just brings their bow out in front of everybody else.
It's amazing. They are in boating terminology, they are wood on wood. It looks like Margate and Longport. And again, most likely it'll come down to what happens in the surf. That's why you want to get as big a lead as possible. Take out all the intangibles. Mm-hmm. And again, we mentioned it last week, one of the most frustrating things about ocean racing is the fact that you can be in the lead and a wave comes and propels a boat behind you in front of you. It happens all the time. So if you have a nice lead, that takes that out of the equation sometime.
Yeah, but it should come down to it. It looks like it's going to be a close race as they get closer to the shore.
And the amazing thing about these doubles relationship, and there we have, they're coming up on the swim flag.
Yeah, there's still out there is Sea Isle's on Ventnor's tail. That's that crew is Brett Hansen and David Funk. You were talking about David Funk earlier. He's a firefighter. Did you say that he was an Atlantic City firefighter? Or
He's a Margate firefighter.
Oh, okay.
And he's been doing this a long time. As a matter of fact, when he won the Margate Memorials, he won the singles last week, a young man said, "Wow, that guy's like 50 years old." Well, I know David. David is not 50. He's a lot younger than that, and he rose like he's 20. Look at that. Look at these guys. All these crews right here are swinging really well together.
Yeah, they really are. See, they're looking really smooth, and that stroke rate, you can see that Sea Isle's like really high up, pretty right now. And then in the distance, you can see Margate and Longport Margate's still got some water on Longport, but
That's a great shot. And you'll notice when you see that wave kind of breaking a little bit, that's because these guys are pumping the swells, getting every possible yard out of that.
got to use it to your advantage, especially when you get tired.
And
It excels you a little bit more just to make it a little bit more effortless.
And that's one of the major differences between rowing in the ocean and rowing in a cruise shell on a river or a lake. Nothing is helping you there. But you also have to put yourself in the position in these lifeboats. So right now it looks like Margate 1, Longport 2, Ventnor 3 through the single flag.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ventnor and Longport got a pretty good lead up there in 1 and 2. But like we said, you never know. Anything can happen with the ocean. It's just the way it is, how it goes. That's a great shot of the 2 leaders here. Really grabbing a lot of water with those oars. Laying back.
And you'll see Mike McGrath, the bow man for Longport, he just checked his course. So on the way in, there isn't anyone helping you. You have to figure out where you're going. And they look like they're starting to move.
Yeah, they actually look like they're picking up a ton of speed right now.
And again, the legendary Chuck Gowdy. He's a captain on the Atlantic City Fire Department. And his third man, Chris Grave. So 3 out of the 4 of these boats, again, firefighter / lifeguards, and then we have a school teacher / coach in Sean Duffy. And they're about to the point where they can hear people on the shore. So everyone right now, like this drone, you have a better vantage point than the people on shore. We can pretty much see Margate 1, Longport 2. It looks like maybe Ventnor 3.
See how it's creeping up, and I believe that crew in the middle of them is Wildwood Crest.
Okay.
Yeah, holding their own over there, and it's supposed to be lane 15, but at this point, there is no lanes. You just have to turn your flag.
Right, and you see Chris turn around and say something to Chuck like, "Come on, maybe 100, maybe 80 more strokes." And there goes Longport. You see that that tail coming out of their stern. They were just on a wave, and now Margate's the same thing. That's when you're in front. Most of the time, you get the same waves, and we could hear people on the beach screaming.
Yeah, with all the whistling and the screaming. Oh, this is like the best part.
Here we go. Yeah, this is the best. Coming into the surf. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, there goes Margate. You can see them all the way out there.
And this is big. This is big. Every point counts. It looks like Gowdy and Graves might be on a wave. There they are, trying to keep that bow straight. They're looking for the finish.
There we go. And you can hear, oh look, they're about to...
And Longport is on a wave. I don't know if they're going to have a chance to get... It looks like that's Margate first place.
Awesome.
Incredible race. Chuck Gowdy, Chris Graves, unofficially your 2021 South Jersey doubles champions. Great job, Chuck. Great job, Chris.
Way to go. And the girls just won in the doubles as well.
That's right.
Yeah, the Auble sisters. Awesome year for Margate. Congratulations to them.
I got a funny story if you want to hear it. I was in a running race a couple years ago with my then fiance, and we were pushing our baby. Oh, here we go. I'll tell it later. A couple boats are through. Looks like Brigantine coming through.
Yeah. I wonder what the south end looked like with that Ventnor crew and Sea Isle. It was close.
That was close. And again, we didn't see the south, so everything's unofficial that we say. And again, all these oarsmen deserve a lot of credit. Anyway, I was in a running race, and I'm pushing my son in the baby jogger, and a guy turns in front of us, and he's coming towards us. He's pushing 2 kids. And my wife said, "Can't you catch him? He's pushing 2." I said, "That's Chuck Gowdy." No, I'm not catching Chuck.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay.
All right, so I think after this, I'll probably hit Wawa on my way back to Sea Isle.
That's right. Wawa. I was there this morning a couple times.
Yeah, get yourself a nice coffee and Maybe a sizzly.
Actually, you know what I got this morning? The cookies and the donuts are 2 for $6. So Wawa.
Oh, let us steal. And we'll cut to word from our sponsor.
At Wawa, we've always had options. For the morning rusher. For the little ones. For the conference caller. And now we have even more. With order ahead, curbside, and delivery options. All from the Wawa app, so that you can Wawa how you wanna.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Passionvines, the official liquor store of the shore. Call or visit passionvines.com to have your liquor delivered. And after the race, check out lifeguardart.com for pictures from tonight's event.
All right, as we get ready for the swim, here are some shots from the AC Classic. This distance is normally a 1/2 to 3/4 mile swim, and some of the competitors in this race, three-time defending champ Joey Tepper, that's him right there in the middle of the pack with the University of Tennessee swim cap, and also our second place finisher. He's from Longport, 3-time defending champ. Second place swimmer last week at the Margate Memorials was Dolan Grisbaum. He was actually the Press of Atlantic City Swimmer of the Year for 2021. And I believe he goes to Ocean City High School. I could be incorrect, but pretty sure it's Ocean City High School. And Margate, I think their swimmer was 3rd last week.
Yeah, he was 3rd. Looks like Zach Vassar.
Zach Vassar. He actually won the Atlantic City Pageant Swim, which is one of the oldest organized open water swims in the nation. And you can see Joey Tepper right there, that long stroke. Joey is at least 6'4", maybe 6'5". I was standing next to him at the ladies' races in Ventnor the other night. Shout out to Ventnor Beach Patrol for winning the Billy Howarth ladies' races. Mm-hmm. Billy Howarth, Captain Howarth, long time lifeguard and coach, and really all-around great guy. Loved and missed by everybody.
Yeah, so it looks like Joey Tepper's in the lead. Can't really tell. I'm not sure who wears the yellow swim cap, but...
And the interesting thing is, he is trying to draft him, because what's happening is Joey is actually churning up the ocean and making it a little easier to follow behind him. But he's so quick, it's really difficult to draft off of him.
You can see Brigantine singles getting their warm-up in.
Oh, and there's a great wide shot. And they will be headed out to that white flag that is beyond the singles flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see they're starting to spread out a bit as they get deeper into the race.
And that drone operator is I think we have 2 drones, right, Natalie?
I believe so, yeah.
Doing a magnificent job. And they're from that south again.
Yeah, what a great shot.
Cannot reiterate how important every point is.
Mm-hmm.
And Margate would actually own the tiebreaker when you think about it, because they won the doubles.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, since there's only the 3 races they do. Isn't this is like the, traditional South Jersey Lifeguard racing format. They don't do the surf dash or any paddle or anything.
It is one of the great things about the South Jerseys and the Margates. At one time in the 80s, they did have a run in the South Jerseys, but that was short-lived. So this is the traditional. I think the swim came in the 70s, if I recall correctly. By the way, we have a band playing right next door, so if you hear a Rolling Stones song, they're playing Under My Thumb. What a crowd. Again, Joey Tepper with a nice lead, but I tell you, who's ever right behind him, top 3 swimmers, they are close. They're starting to break away from the pack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see they're starting to spread out, but still you can see the distinct 3 in the front, and then kind of drops back to a small pack of other swimmers there. So it looks like they actually always had, or no, they started the swim in 1945, even though it looks like the races started in 1924, but they didn't have singles up until 1973.
Okay, thank you.
Pretty interesting. They gave us a program here, so we're able to see all the names of all the champions throughout the years in each event, and then also the patrol that won the overall points.
And Natalie, believe it or not, last week, after our broadcast, received a couple emails from friends who lived as far away as Washington State, saying what a great job, how great it is to be so far away from home during the summer, but also be able to watch the Margate Memorials and now the South Jerseys.
Yeah, it's a great thing that they're doing now that they can broadcast it online. I'm sure, because a lot of people are big lifeguard fans and can't make it out to the races all the time, and it helps them, feel like they're a part of it and like they're still able to go. It's a great opportunity.
And the top 3 swimmers are through the singles flag. So they're keying in on that swim turn. And that's, again, Joey Tepper. The previous swim champion for Longport was his older brother, John Tepper.
Oh, wow. So I guess swimming runs in the family.
And John was an integral part of that South Jersey championship team 4 years ago. And then his younger brother pretty much took over. And I don't know if Joey's lost a race since. I could be wrong, but he has not lost a South. He's 3-time defending South Jersey champ.
Wow.
And that's, I'll tell you, the 2nd and 3rd place swimmers, not too far behind him. Again, if we can assume that that's Dolan and Zach, look at their stroke rates. And we have some of the singles rowers warming up.
Yeah,
all right.
It's a great shot. You can't see the flags right now, but they should be somewhere close, getting ready to go out there and head back in, use the swells a little bit. Hopefully it makes it a little faster on the way in.
All right. And they could also use one of the Margate's turnboats right there. So that 2 flagged turn right there, and also the big green boat, that's what they're heading for. And we're going to see them turn in less than a minute, actually. These guys cover so much not ground, so much ocean in such a little span of time. It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how they do it. I mean, it's amazing they also just know the ocean so well and how to work it, and that's also like a huge part of this. It's just, the strategy going into it, not just like pure talent. You need to, know what you're doing out there. The ocean can be a scary place, and, it's very impressive that they'll willingly swim all the way out there to those flags.
And by the way, that's a Longport boat at the turn, not a Margate boat. Just happens to be the same color.
Gets confusing sometimes.
And there goes first and second around the flag. Remember, no flip turns. We are not in a pool. We are right in the middle of Mother Nature right now. And as they make the turn back to shore, here's our third place swimmer.
There we go.
A lot of experience in this race, but also guys, a lot of youth.
Oh, it looks like that some of them are swimming right through each other. You can see some of the other swimmers on their way back in. That's Joey in the front, and then passing some other people.
And the lead swimmer has the right of way. But sometimes you just can't help it. I mean, we're actually going to get the official scores from the doubles to you, hopefully in a minute. All right, we have the doubles finish results for you in a second. It looks like in the middle of the swim right now, as they come for home, looks like Joey Tepper with a nice lead. But that second place guy, I'm hoping it's Dolan only because I'm calling him Dolan. He is he's hanging tough.
Oh yeah, and it I believe my cousin, the former Wildwood lifeguard, Shane Story, he has logged on and he's listening from home.
Yeah, guys, we really want to thank you guys for watching and listening at home. Here comes Tepper up on the singles flag.
Yeah, there we go, getting right through. So that's probably about like a quarter mile, I would say, right?
About a quarter mile left to go.
Right, so closing in here. And then on shore we got the other rowers ramping up for their singles row. So we'll see that some of the doubles rowers I doubled up in races, so some of them will be doing singles. I see some of the patrols do have repeats of some of their rowers.
All right, guys, we have the doubles, at least the first four. First place doubles was Margate. Second place, Sea Isle City. So Margate has 5 points right now. Sea Isle City has 4. Longport was third. They have 3 points. And Ventnor was in 4th place. They have 2 points.
Yeah, I guess we weren't able to catch that south finish, but I guess Sea Isle got a wave and snuck in there. That's awesome. You can see Joey Tepper still walking away from the second place swimmer here.
And we will try to get you the swim results and the team totals as quickly as possible after 2 events.
Yeah, you can start seeing the swells pick up a little bit.
And right now, the people on shore will see the swim cap color, and they'll pretty much know it's Joey. Again, we talked about this last week. Look at that long stroke. That's a great shot right there as he heads towards shore.
Wow.
And again, these guys, their direction is unbelievable. Their course is unbelievable. They may only be a few yards difference from where they ran into the ocean as opposed to where they run out. And we see one of our last singles rowers rowing up there, hopefully trying to get out of the way as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so by the time that the swimmers come into the shore, probably exhausted, so they really want to make sure that their course is good so they don't have to run out of the water too far. Because, probably your legs are so heavy and got to pick up and run to the finish to go get your popsicle stick.
Right, exactly.
With the finish number on it.
And when you think about it, guys, everyone at home, people who are doubling up, the singles rowers that rowed doubles, they're rowing in this heat that is, I think for the fourth straight day, pretty impressive. A lot of them worked all day in the stands, maybe got a break a little earlier than normal to go home, grab something to eat, maybe rest for a while, because they have to come out and compete at night for their home patrols. And by the way, lifeguard racing really fits the old saying, steel sharpens steel. If you're a better competitor, you're a better lifeguard. It makes you a better rower, makes you a better swimmer. And first rule, always keep your eyes on the water. Always watch that ocean. And when someone is in trouble, make sure you can use all your skills to go get them. And we see some of the swimmers looking for shore.
And there goes Joey Tepper. Looks like he's wearing some fuchsia trunks today. Really bright colors.
And again, he's an Egg Harbor Township High School graduate, and I think he's a sophomore at University of Tennessee.
Wow. So he's been doing this. You said he's been the swimmer that's won the last 3 times. Well, 2017, 2018, 2019, because we didn't have him in 2020, so that means he probably was about a junior in high school when he won.
Yes.
So that's wild. So talent at a young age and continuing in college, that's great. And it's great that he's able to, get this training in now, and look, he's trying to catch that wave.
Here's a great shot. He just stood up, so you'll hear that Longport cheer.
Yeah, and he'll just keep getting better and better with his experience.
Now he's a little down beach, so he's going to run south. And we might have the second place swimmer coming out right now. So there goes second right behind him. This was a close race.
Oh, wow, yeah. Look at that.
So that's, yes. It's great to see people lined up on the beach again for these races. South Jersey is the last of the big 3. There are pretty much 5 consecutive Friday nights where everyone meets. AC Classic, Dutch Hoffman's, Margate Memorials, South Jersey's, and then the Gaudi's in Ventnor. And the South Jersey's is the only championship that is hosted by the previous year's winner, or in this case, 2 years ago. The previous winner will host the South Jersey's. So whoever wins tonight, 2022, we will make the trek to that town. It could be Longport, could be Margate, could be any one of these 13 full patrols that are competing. Cape May Point has some entries, but not a full squad tonight.
There we go. That was that 4th place or 3rd place?
I think that was 4th.
Yeah. And you can see a bit more north, you can see some of the swimmers coming in. I think there's 2 heads popping up there. And then some people coming in more in the south, more head-on with their courses. And you can see some people starting to get up a little bit, probably trying to catch a wave, give them a little bit more water instead of them having to, bash out.
Well, you know what they say, Natalie. Catch a wave, and you're sitting on top of the world.
I've never heard that before.
It's a Beach Boys song.
Oh.
You think about, the rowers that come in 6th and 7th place, the swimmers, 6th and 7th, you're training all summer. And most of the time you're training during the winter for this also. And here you go, heartbreak, but still representing your beach patrol and the South Jersey. We have now look at these guys, three finishing very close to one another.
Yeah, so we got some swimmers finishing up here, and next and last event we got the singles coming up. So it looks like all of the beach patrols have singles rowers, so there will be 15 boats out there tonight.
It will come down to this, guys, because if our computing is anywhere near accurate, we have a couple beach patrols that I think there are 2 beach patrols that might have 8 points right now, that being Longport and Margate. We'll make that official. All right, guys, we're going to set it to a commercial in a few. And once again, Wawa. Hey.
At Wawa, we've always had options. For the morning rusher. For the little ones. For the conference caller. And now we have even more, with order ahead, curbside, and delivery options, all from the Wawa app, so that you can Wawa.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Passionvines, the official liquor store of the shore. Call or visit passionvines.com to have your liquor delivered. And after the race, check out lifeguardart.com for pictures from tonight's event.
at the end.
Are we live? All right, everyone, we are getting ready for our singles, the last event of the night. I'm going to try to get you the swim results as quickly as possible. This is a quick race, so we might not be able to. We really want to thank the Longport Beach Patrol for hosting us tonight and hosting the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. They always do a phenomenal job, so thank you, Longport. Also, a special shout out to Longport's chief, Matt Kelm, who is retiring at the end of the 2021 season after a long and illustrious lifeguarding career. So, Matt, from all of us, congratulations. Thank you for your service.
There goes the 2-minute warning. We just heard the horn. So, crews will start getting ready here. They'll get their boats in like about a minute, getting ready to watch the flag go down and push the boat out and rock it. Singles is super exciting because it's such a quick race. Not like the doubles is also exciting, but like this is just like they're turning the flags within like 2 minutes. It feels like
the doubles, not to try to be funny, but the doubles event, if you're not rowing it or if you don't have anyone like a real investment in it, it's a great time to catch up with old friends because there's about 10 minutes of that race you actually cannot see. Maybe not 10, but maybe like 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's true. But now, if you're on the beach, you can pull it up on YouTube and watch from here.
Or if you're in Washington State or anywhere, any of the 50 states,
Yep.
You can watch this on YouTube.
And there we go. Some of the crews are starting to bring their boats into the water.
And by the way, all the rowers know this, so I just want to tell you guys at home, if you're not at that start line when they're starting that race, they will start it. That's why they give you the 2-minute warning. There goes Sean Duffy from Longport. He is holding the bow for his bowman, Mike McGrath Jr. And Chris Graves is holding the bow right next to him, Margate, for his bowman, Chuck Gowdy. They're getting
Get over this wave and then get in the boat.
And there goes Longport's Mike McGrath. They are once again in contention to win this championship. Keep your eye on Chuck Gowdy from Margate and Mike McGrath from Longport.
It looks like Vince Grenice and AC is got out pretty quickly. He's holding up there, and it actually looks like who's that 2 lanes over? Lane 5 is Brigantine. Brigantine had a good start too.
That's Ron DeFelice Jr. and a couple lanes over from him is Eric Wolf from Avalon. So all these guys, again, they are past the mayhem of the single start, and now they are well into their strategy. But it looks like those southern lanes got out a little more cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, guys, here's another unique thing about ocean rowing. And if you've ever been up on the Schuylkill, the finish line doesn't shoot right across the river or right across the beach. Everything has to be aligned exactly with the start and the finish. So the turn flags, they are lined up pretty much the same angle as the start line on the beach.
Yeah, look at Crest and Sea Isle. That's you got Wildwood Crest, Derek Koborowski.
Great job, Natalie. I'm glad you handled that one.
Yeah, sorry if I butchered that last name. And then you got Danny Rogers, who rode bow in the Sea Isle boat. That's a good shot of Upper Township, Cape May, hashing it out right there.
Great shot. And it does look like those top 2 lanes, or they would be bottom 2 lanes, guys. Is that Wildwood Crest and Sea Isle?
It looks like it. It looks like they're
Okay, but there it is. It's the Crest and Sea Isle. They're up there along with the, and there goes David Funk from Ventnor, who won last week. We're coming up on a turn, guys, so we're going to get an excellent vantage point to tell you where everyone is as they turn for home.
Oh yeah, you can see they're coming up on these singles flags, getting ready to make that south turn.
And Sea Isle has never won the South Jersey team title. I'm pretty sure about that. But they are in contention right now, as is Margate and Longport and Avalon, I think. Oh, here we go. Nice shot as these top crews start to separate.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up on a turn.
Oh yeah, you can see in that south end they're really close. Oh, great shot here. All right, here comes Crest making the turn.
Sea Isle
next. Nice tight turns. You're allowed to like knock the flag over. I always did, but as long as you turn it completely, then you're good. You got a tight turn is always key. Yeah, so we got Crest and then Sea Isle, and it looks like Longport, Margate, and Atlantic City right here, neck and neck. And then it looks like Brigantine is holding their own up in lane 5 as well.
It cannot get much closer than this. It's going to come down to the stamina, working the waves, rowing the straight line. This is amazing, guys, when you think about it. Atlantic City, Margate, Longport. Again, I feel safe because these guys are lifeguards and these guys are firefighters too. So you know no one's going to give up in this race. They will take it to the limit.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure their forearms are starting to burn out there. I had a bad habit of death gripping my oars. You always got to keep the fingers a bit loose. There's Crest. Can't tell what place they're in, but they were up there with Sea Isle and lanes 14 and 15.
All right, and now you could hear the crowd behind us. They are starting to see who is in first, who's in second from their vantage point, and sometimes it's inaccurate. You think you're seeing first place crew, but you're really not, the first place rower. And there we go. There goes the finish. The people waiting on the beach anxiously.
Coming into the shore. Oh, look, Sea Isle got a nice little swell right there.
And look at Longport. Mike McGrath is going for the title. That's what he's doing. He's trying to get the team title for these guys. And Chuck Gowdy, same thing.
Yeah, you got a nice swell there. Looks like Sea Isle really took some water. This is a good angle here. You can see all these boats. They're still pretty close. It's still anybody's race at this point, but they're really starting to approach this surf. All right, here we go.
Sea Isle and Longport. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
And it can come as they approach the surf. Whoever gets that wave.
All right, and there he goes. Picking up. Oh my gosh. Danny Rogers, he's only 19 years old.
Only 19. And the Crest on a wave. Sea Isle's going to get this wave.
Oh, let's go.
All right, maybe we can go to a wide shot. It looks like Sea Isle.
Sea Isle City.
And this is going to be big to see the other places.
Wow, what a race. Danny Rogers, congratulations. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. I know he's worked so hard. It looks like Longport got second.
And if Longport got second, that could mean the team title for them. But again, everything is unofficial. All right, come on, Sea Isle. You're supposed to get that boat in the air.
Yeah, come on. Get that boat in the air. There we go. That's
there he
a great
is.
shot. Awesome job, Danny. Wow. What an amazing feeling. I'm so proud of him. Incredible showing from Sea Isle this year. I know that they put in a lot of work starting early in the year, getting out in the boat like in May when it was freezing cold out.
And I think unofficially Longport has enough points for the team title. And oh, that's a beautiful shot of Mike holding on to one of his daughters. Great family, the McGraths.
Yeah, great showing for all the teams out here tonight. It's no easy event to do singles and doubles or one or the other.
In this heat, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, when you look through the program, you look at the legacy, all these rowers, all these swimmers, it seems like their last names are really familiar because their fathers, their grandfathers, again, their mothers, their aunts, their sisters, all the same last name. And once again, big shout out to retiring captain of the Longport Beach Patrol. Way to go out. Go out on top. Again, unofficially. Way to go out on top. Matt Kelm, again, thank you, Matt, for all your service to the Longport Beach Patrol, to the South Jersey Beach Patrols, to all your students as you continue to teach. And again, you can't say enough. All-around nice guy. I hear that famous Sea Isle chant in the background.
Yeah, you can hear that from like a mile away. You can't miss it. It's a great chant. Everybody knows when Sea Isle is around.
And there's a great shot of Mike McGrath's mother right there congratulating him right at the stern of the boat. Big smiles on Longport.
Yeah, so guess that's it for South Jersey's 2021. A great day for racing. And, always happy to be here. It's grateful to be able to have these events again because, we had to miss out on last year. So, what a blessing. You can see all Seattle's rookies carrying the boat to put it on the trailer.
And Sea Isle has that 10-mile late afternoon, early evening run tomorrow. So those of you on the Sea Isle Beach Patrol and supporters, think about that as you go out tonight, as you head back to Sea Isle.
Yeah. It starts at 5:45. It's the island run, the Bill Gallagher Island run. So I'll be running tomorrow. Hopefully the heat is not as bad.
Good luck, Natalie.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Special thanks to our sponsors, Wawa, Passionvines, and the Hartman Home Team at Berkshire Hathaway and Fox and Roach Realtors.
a bit here. Let's do that. Here's up. There you go. All right. We got Elizabeth up here. She wasn't up here with us last year because we didn't play. We didn't do this, but 2 years ago. So. George right Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? You give me something I can hold on to. I know you think I'm like the others before. We saw your name and number on the wall. Jenny, I got your number. I can make you mine. Jenny, to change your number. 8675309. Jenny, Jenny, you're the girl for me. You don't know me, but you make me so happy. I think about your love before. I tried my imagination, but I won't disturb. Jenny, I got your number. I wanna make you mine. Jenny, don't change your number. 8675309. 8675309. I got your number on the wall. I got it for a good time call. Jenny, I got your number. I can make you mine. Jenny, don't change your number. 8675309. You can do most of it. All right. Let's do Mustang Elizabeth. Thanks, Al. Mustang Sally. I think you better slow your Mustang We're going to rock this down.
Cheers. Can I have your attention, please?
Show's over there. Come on, the show's over here. I'm trying to give out some awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was fun. All right, good work, boys. Good work. Hey, what do you think? You think we can calm this down? How long? Is it going to go in like a terrible movie? Hey, the band. All right, let's go with this. Let's get this better. It's all right 20 yards at the South College, and he won the South Jersey swim several times during his reign as a swimmer for Ocean City Beach Patrol. He wants to make a presentation now, so please give me your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me out there? We're about to honor a great American, a great veteran lifeguard, and a great American who served his country in Vietnam with great distinction. Quiet, please. As they say in the Army, quiet, listen up. Listen up! We're going to honor a great American, and you should give him respect. All right. I'm introducing Lou McFadden, whom I knew from the age of 14 in 1951. We were in the same years on the Beach Patrol. We swam against each other at the Sal and the Brook and South College and Trenton. And we are different, though, after college years. I was in the Special Forces in Cy-War. Lou McFadden, where do you hear this? Lou McFadden was a helicopter pilot in the U.S. Army assault vehicle in Vietnam for 2 years. Can you imagine flying into Philadelphia or Atlantic City Airport with 25 or 50 people shooting at you every day? He got a commendation. He was a Bronze Star Combat Aide for the Oak Leaf Cluster. He was a highly decorated American. And so I'd just like to tell you a little bit more about Lou, because he was a hard-working athlete. He was a great swimmer and a great lifeguard. And he served for 2 years after his army service. He served. He went back to got his MBA. He got a law degree. He was a professor of military science, a member of the New Jersey Bar, director of labor relations for Tropicana Casino. He passed away just a month ago. I have a moment of silence just now until I continue. A moment of silence. A moment of silence for Colonel Lewis McFadden. Thank you for your respect. I appreciate that. He is a member of the great McFadden family who's known all over South Jersey. And he was a great executive upon his retirement. He had a law degree, a business degree, and he was 22 years director of the World Public Relations and Labor Relations at the Tropicana Casino. And you know, to be a little lighthearted about it, when you're in the casino business, you take a start out with $100 or $1,000 and you have $3,000 or $4,000. You don't need your own money. They call it playing with house money. The average age of mortality in this country is 75. Lou and I, we've had 10 years on house money because we athletics, we stayed in good shape, we treated people well, and we had a good life. So I'm going to present the mayor of Ventnor has written a proclamation, which I'd like to read to you. The proclamation reads, the city of Ventnor proclaims August the 13th, 2021 as Louis P. McFadden Day. To honor Lewis McFadden, his family, life in Ventnor, and past accomplishments. I'd like you all, again, appreciate what Lou did 2 years in serving this country, risking his life every day for 2 years. And had a great command, he had great commendations to his superiors, and he's established a great family life. So let's have a round of applause for Lou.
Yeah, I'd like to introduce my brother, Kevin McFadden, who's a co-acceptee of this proclamation on behalf of our tonight. Thank you very much.
portion for the 2021 South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. We're going to do the top 3 in each event. We're going to start with the 1.5 mile doubles row. In 3rd place tonight, from our home beach patrol, Longport, we have Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy.
Well done, fellas.
All right, it's 2nd place tonight for the doubles row, one of our quieter cheering sections. We got from the Sea Isle City Beach Patrol, Danny Rogers and Pat Scanapico. Sea Isle, always representing, well done. All right, and your 2021 South Jersey champions for the doubles row from the Margate Beach Patrol, Chuck Gowdy and Chris Graves.
All the boys go up to them.
Well done, fellas, well done. All right, on to the second event of the evening, the 3/4 mile ocean swim. In 3rd place in tonight's event from Margate Beach Patrol, Zach Vassar. Second place in tonight's swim from Avalon. And your 2021 South Jersey Swim Champion from this evening, from your home Longport Beach Patrol, Joey Tepper. And to the 3rd event of the evening, the 1/4 mile singles row. In 3rd place from Ventnor City, Dave Fool. In 3rd place from Ventnor City, Dave Funk. In 2nd place tonight for the singles row from Longport, Mike McGrath. Well done, Mike. And the South Jersey champion for the 1/4 mile singles row 2021 from Sea Isle City, Danny Rogers. points and the team champion for the 2021 South Jersey Championship. First off, we'll talk about a tie for 4th place. That is with 5 points, and that is Wildwood and Venter City Beach Patrols. In 3rd place with 8 points, Margate City. In 2nd place tonight with a good showing, give it up for Sea Isle City with 9 points. And in 1st place tonight, your South Jersey champion beach patrol with 12 points. Once again, it is Longport Beach Patrol. Stay distant, people. Have a great night. Drive safe. Thank you. The band will be back on.